Steve hard at work cutting up another wood pile.
Again.
That's why I said another. He's got some over here. There was a little pile here to start with, get us going. Anyway, we're at Manitou Lake. Got our tent set up over there, tarp there. I believe we're in for some weather. Just looking at the sky, and I think that's what the forecast was when we left. The site's okay. It's not like the ones we have had, but we've been a little bit spoiled. Well, it's Wednesday evening on Manitou Lake. We're just huddled under the tarp here because the rain has began. It was forecast, but you never know when you're out here. Not raining too hard. Just gonna make some dinner. Starting with a little stick stove. I did collect all that firewood over there for a nice fire in the fire pit this evening, but probably not gonna happen. So tonight on the menu it's gonna be pasta with spaghetti sauce. Got a little bit of Parmesan over here and some hot sauce. Noises out here in the bush. It's noisy. You notice that, Lee? It's noisy out here.
I do.
There we go. We got her going. Let's get some sticks in there. Just like that, folks. Here's a must-have addition to your camping kit. Leather gloves. Multi-purpose. You can grab a hot pot. You can throw something into the fire. You can wear them if your hands get cold. It has many uses. And we never leave home without them. Well, here we are, Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock. We came into the tent last night about 8. It had just started to rain a little bit harder. It had been sprinkling prior to that, so we had our dinner and everything under the tarp. But when we got into the tent, it was torrential. The rains came down. It wasn't the wind, but it was just super hard rain. And there were a few leaks in the tent, so we were staying away from the walls, trying to keep dry. But now the wind is about 40 knots. I don't know, it was out of the west, and we think it's turned a bit, but in any case, 40 knots on North T Lake is not good. So we're probably pinned here for a little bit. Hopefully it calms down today and we can move, but right now, I think we're just gonna stay put. Maybe have a little bit more of a rest in the tent. Well, we had to move the tarp down into a little valley here because the wind was outrageous and very cold, I might add, as you can see by Larry's chapeau.
Attire.
So we're making coffee. Couldn't get the old gas stove going. Back to the wood stove. And we're going to have a little bit of oatmeal and some bacon, of course. Lee, we're at that point in the trip where I need you to say something profound.
Profound.
Yes.
Well, I think today we've dealt with adversity, and that's what it's all about. The stove didn't work, so back to the tried and true firebox, which, as you can see, we've boiled up coffee. Now we're boiling up the water for the oatmeal, and soon we'll be cooking that lovely rack of bacon over there.
Doesn't that look nice? That was very profound. Thank you for your words.
So we've decided, probably against good common sense, to just head down to the portage to take a peek into to North T Lake. Pretty rough here, but I don't know, maybe on the North Shore it'll be okay, or we can find a campsite and just make a little progress. Sitting around here freezing our butts off wasn't our idea of fun, so
we're at the south end of the lake.
Yeah.
All the wind is hitting this end of the lake, so it's not really dangerous for us to get out of here because we don't have to cross the lake. But sitting here is just a windstorm. It's cold. It's damp. We need to do something.
It's hypothermic.
It's hypothermic. Time to move.
Well, we made it to the other side of the portage, into the east arm of North T, and it's much calmer here. Now we are expecting that if we do manage to get into to the west arm, that it could be much rougher based on the wind direction. But we'll see. If we have to grab a campsite along here, we will. It doesn't seem like there's many people. We're supposed to be on the west arm, but I think we're fine. Okay, we managed to make it to North T Lake and plodded our way about halfway down the west arm. It was interesting on Manitou. The water was coming over the gunnels, but once we got to North T, it was okay. Not too bad. But it was pretty wavy when we got out here in the arm, right?
That's right.
The west arm.
That's right.
Please provide commentary about.
Well,
so we the campsite, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice campsite. We're about, like Larry said, we're about halfway down the west arm, and we found a sort of a sheltered area just in the lee of these islands. Our stuff is quite damp, but feels comfortable here because we're out of the wind. And today was an adventure. I'm glad we moved camp because that other place was not comfortable at all. And it gave us something to do when it's windy and damp. It's not
rainy. It was rainy too.
It was rainy. It's not a lot of fun sitting
cold
around camp. And it's cold.
So we got the tarp up here. Probably cook again on our little fire box stove. The tent's over there. Put it on more of a crown of land this time, so hopefully it drains a little bit better. Should we get the deluge we got last night. Well, we're all set. Our last night.
Out with the cloud and in with the glorious sunshine. This is a surprise. I'm not sure it's going to last, but it's been a pretty ugly last 18 or 24 hours or so happy to see that go. Anyway, it's nice while it lasts. Friday morning on T Lake, day 7 of a 7-day canoe trip. Sun is threatening to come out, keeps teasing us. Still a lot of low-lying cloud, almost fog. We're just doing the last of the tidy up. It's been a very nice campsite. We managed to get a fire going last night. A nice fire on the final night. Good breakfast this morning. Oatmeal, bacon, a little leftover bannock, some coffee.
All on the little firebox.
All on the little firebox. And we'll be on our way.
Last portage of the trip. A little 90 or 80 meter on the river. It comes from North T into Kaweawayamog, or Round Lake, to access point 1. Lots of roots and stuff here. There's Steve with the canoe. Up the river, on to Round Lake and out. Okay, all finished up another 7-day journey. This time we went on to bigger lakes, which is, we usually steer away from those. But going on small lakes kind of demands a lot of portaging. So this one was less portaging, more paddling. But got to worry about the winds, which was definitely a factor. Had some nasty weather one night, but other than that,
You're
it
gonna
was
do
good.
all the talking, mate?
Okay, over to you.
T Lake, Bigger Lake, 3 Mile Lake,
Have a
Manitou
good
Lake.
trip home, guys.
Cheers.
And first 3 days, awesome weather. We were in swimming. Then things got a little bit wet, and it's downright cold here today. But overall, this was a real canoe trip as opposed to our last one, which was a portage trip. And it's always good to be done and be safe, and no mishaps again. That's a wrap until 2015.
Right on.
I don't know.